Hello and welcome to another stream. Today I am doing something a bit different. I'm going to stream some 960 chess. I've just had a message from a friend who I think might be joining us, so I'm going to let him know that yes, we are going to play some 960. Well, let's see what games we can find. There's nothing in the lobby yet, but I'm just going to put an invitation out there, 360, 3 plus 2, and we will see what happens. Oh, something straight away. Let's have a see. What have we got? We've got bishops on this side. Rooks in the corner. It looks like a fairly standardish position for the rooks, but I'm going to want to try and castle over this way. Try and go for my usual fianchetto setup. Let's see. I tend not to play in Zen mode as much when I am doing 960, mainly because I feel like it doesn't matter quite as much what people's rating is. So we'll give this a go. We'll see what happens. I don't really know what my plan is here. I mean, immediately I'll move this out. Develops this. I mean, I could take this, I think. I don't think there's any particular reason why I can't take that. Now it pins this, so he can't develop his dark squared bishop. Let's see, where do I want to go with this? Do I want to just develop? I think I can just develop. And then I can drop the bishop back. He needs to probably move his knight out here, but then again, it blocks this bishop. So already starting to cause a few little problems for black here. Not really sure where he's going to go next, because he's got this bishop is weak. This bishop is weak. I've got no interest in capturing this at the moment. I'm just going to carry on developing. I'm now also hitting this pawn twice. This bishop is a bit sad. I think we'll castle long, castle short. Feels like that means feels like that's castling long, but it's just normal kingside castling. So I feel like I have got a nicer position here than black. It's now just where do I go to start developing an advantage. I don't really see any threats at the moment. He can't bring that in here yet, but he might do soon if he kicks this away. So let's just prevent knights coming into here, because if the knight comes in here, this is at a bit of a liability. Throw that forward because this pawn has only got this pawn and the bishop defending. So I want to try and make it tricky for him where possible. It's not a bad move. It's not a bad move. I need to deal with it. Let's go there. Now I'm threatening this. Ooh, missed that. Missed that. It's a problem with 960. There's things happening all over the position. I still don't think I've got a bad position at all here. I still would probably, on balance, prefer to be white. But I am not 100% sure where I'm going to go next with this. Because, well, see, I'm going to take that. And I'm now threatening the bishop. That was a pretty silly move, that, from black. And I think that should have been quite easy for black to spot as well. But we don't always spot these things. Some things that you might think are easy to spot are not easy to spot. 960 has that habit of really playing with your mindset. What you think you're going to do can very quickly fall into complete rubbish. And Let's do it. Let's get the queens off the board. You might play rook takes here first, but that does nothing. I'll just take the queen. We could play bishop there, but I'll just take it. It gets more pieces off the board. I just want to simplify this position. My position is much easier to play than his. Now threatened in knight there. Also threatened in this. Take. And I'm 3 pawns up. I'm 3 pawns up. And I'm up on time as well. So just got to be careful that this knight doesn't get trapped. Let's go there. And then if he attacks here, I can put my knight on there. So he's going to keep that there. Let's just avoid this knight getting stuck. Now I'm simply 3 pawns up, and this should be relatively straightforward to convert. Don't mind if I end up losing a pawn here, because frankly I've just got the better position, much better position. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind this at all. Push the pawn. I'll just move my knight back in here. Well, yeah, I feel like I need to be slightly careful. This knight's going to come in here. Let's push there, because I'm going to move this over here. I'd like to swap some pieces off. That would really help my position here. I'm still 2 pawns up. If I can get rid of this pawn very soon, even if I have to give up one of these pawns, I'll be very happy. These 2 pawns then are just going to bomb forward. And he's losing on time now, so I'm not really concerned about the outcome of this game. It's going to be relatively straightforward. Take that off, and now we run. This pawn now is just going to run for home. Okay, throw that forward. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Do 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 do. It does not matter, do do do. No idea what this song is I'm singing, it's just something I've made up on the spot. Okay. I think I'll just play this. Yeah, just play that. Swap everything off, and then the pawn will queen. So he might just let his time run out. No, he's resigned. He's resigned. Okay, good. We'll play again. That's a good game. Good game. I never know when you play again. When you do a rematch with 960, do you get the same position? What's this? Time position 702. Yeah, it's the same position. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. Right. How am I going to play this now? Oh, I still don't know which is the best side to castle in this position. I feel like I can't even develop the queen on this square because of that bishop. So I've got to think, how do I want to utilise my queen? How am I going to get activity in this game? Let's do that. I like this idea of e5, f6. Both bishops are now primed and ready to go. Let's do this. You might push that. Let's trade a pair off. So we'll trade a pair off. Then this knight's a bit stuck. He may play bishop. He may play pawn there. It's going to be a bit annoying. He's not going out with the knight that way. Okay. Not sure that's a very good move, really, but it is what it is. It is what it is. La 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 la. I tell you what, this guy does play quite slow. What's his blitz rating? Oh, he has very good bullet and blitz scores, but he is a touch slower, which I think has a risk of really hurting him. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Now, am I worried about him coming in with the queen there? I think I am a little bit, actually. I might put this pawn is a bit weak. Diddle diddle dee 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 dee. I've got to think how I'm going to get this bishop out. It's a bit trapped at the moment. I don't like my bishop being trapped. That knight isn't doing anything there, really. Not worth kicking it away. Just put bishop there. Because now I can start thinking about castling. And I don't know if castling really achieves anything, but does it achieve anything, or should I just go king there? Maybe just go king there. Start to think about getting the king in the game. There's no point in the king being locked away on g8 in this position, really. Let's do that. I'm hoping he's going to push and think he's being clever. Yeah. Okay. Pawn there. Is what I'd like to see. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, okay. Let's just start getting everything active. Okay, I'm still not concerned here. Now he can't move this pawn. This one's not going quite to plan. I think I'm still doing okay. I'm a pawn down, but it doesn't look terrible. I don't think this position. That is a move I don't understand that move. That's inviting me to push here. I think his king has to go backwards. No. Now is the time to kick this away. Potentially start thinking about swinging this over. This is where, I mean, as a lot of you know from watching streams previously, I like to think I'm quite a good bullet player. Can bash moves out very quick, and I think that really helps in all formats now. It's a bit like in the cricket, really. People become so multi-dimensional. This is looking this is starting to become a bit of a problem. I don't really want to take it. I don't think I have to, actually. Let's move it over here. If you go, you can't. So the knight can't really attack anything now. And I think even though the bishop now is looking a little bit weak on e8, it's got more potential. He might play something like g4 here to try and lock the king side down. Okay, he's not, which is good, so I can throw this forward. Don't care if the rook comes down here. I will trade a pair of rooks. If he comes knight back here, then I'll just go back. I don't mind the position really for me at the moment because I'm threatening, and I can take this. And if he goes rook back, I'll check him. And if he takes it, well, is a rook and pawn ending, and all rook and pawn endings are drawn, as we know. But I will have a passed pawn, which is going to be difficult for me to do anything with, but it feels nice. It makes my position easier to play, put it that way. So we'll see what happens. See what happens. He's starting to get a bit low on time, and I suspect he's going to start worrying about his time soon. Right, now let's drop the bishop back here, because I don't really want to start encouraging him to play g4. If he swings the rook over, I'm just going to push this forward. Which I'm going to do anyway, actually. So I've now got a passed pawn on this side. I can drop this back. Do I drop it back, or what do I do here? I think I'll take. Let's get the bishop into a nicer position. He can't take this because I'll queen. Yeah, it was a bit hasty actually. Okay, now we're losing. No, we are losing. That's a bit foolish. I'm not usually hasty like that. I'm annoyed at myself there, because I feel like I really rushed that. So there's still some work to do here for him to win, but it's not a foregone conclusion at all. See what he does. Is he going to try and pick this up? Because if he does, I'm going to just push. This isn't straightforward for either of us. That's a good check. Very nice. Very nice indeed. However, I think I can solve this. Yeah, look at this. Oh ho, look at this. That was a really nice idea from white, but didn't spot that I had the bishop check. So, yeah, a really nice... I just need to make sure that I don't do anything daft here and let him get away with any sort of stalemate position. Don't blunder here. There we go. A good game. Yeah, that was a really good game. I enjoyed that. Okay, so we are 2 out of 2 on the stream. Let's get some more chess. I can't play bullet at 960. 960 bullet is a car crash. It is an absolute car crash. So we're not going to be doing that. I mean, who's that putting in a challenge of 180? So 3 hours plus 3 minutes for a game of Crazy House. That's outrageous. Outrageous. Okay, we got a game. Let's turn Zen off. 1902. Is this a Wolfsburg fan, maybe? Let's look at the position. Well, it all looks pretty normal on this side, and then the king side, the king side just goes to pot. So I'm going to try and castle. Get into a nice position I'm familiar with. Might push this pawn up, to try and develop this side. I could even throw in the bishop there, check. Gosh, I hadn't even seen the queen could develop. Obviously I'm protecting this pawn, but it just shows you have to be so precise and so careful in these types of positions. Yeah, I'm a bit stuck here because do I want to come? Do I want to castle this way? Maybe I do. Yeah, let's do that. Oh no, 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 no! Oh, you can't. Haha, that pawn's in the way. Sorry, I thought I made a huge blunder then. I thought I made a giant blunder, but I didn't. Not yet, anyway. Maybe that's coming later. Right, how do I actually make some progress here? I think that's the way to do it. And then I want to play e4. I don't know if this is any good or not. I've played that without really thinking, but I need to start with some activity. Otherwise, everything's going to fall apart really quickly. He might play d4. If he plays d4, I'm not fussed, actually. He still might play d4 here. Yeah, okay. Let's play f4. Not bothered about the bishop coming in here. Bishop a2 does nothing. That's not something I've got any sort of concern about. That helps me. I can swap these bishops off, that's not so bad. We've both got very weak kingside knights, but I feel like very soon we're both going to get them into the game. Both via the F file, F2 and F7. Don't think that's a good move. Gives me an easy target. An easy way to just develop. He's going to go queen there, maybe. So, that doesn't really achieve anything for him at the moment. I'm just going to take that. Doesn't do anything. I'll just drop my knight back if he checks me. So, yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. Not worried about it whatsoever. I might even play something like queen. Like what I'm thinking is queen here. Oops! Oh, I did it. Did I actually play it? Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, how do I get rid of this now? Oh gosh. Right. I didn't mean to do either of those two moves. So, yeah, they were pretty bad mouse slips. But, hey ho, we survive. We survive. We're not thriving, by any stretch of the imagination. But we're surviving just about. So I'm going to have to give this up. Which is annoying. I was winning this game. And then two silly mouse slips. I was trying to show you what I was going to do with the queen. And in doing so, I have lost all control. Yeah, I can't do that because it's going to be mate. Right, okay, we'll give that up. Well, that was really annoying because I was definitely winning the game. And I just trying to show that the perils of streaming. That's the first game I've lost because of streaming. So all of you, all 0 viewers, can count yourselves very lucky to have been a part of that. Let's see what happens in this next game. We're going to do the stream for a little while, probably stream another 20 minutes or so. Now I'm going to, actually, over the next few weeks I'm going to get some artwork. I've been looking at a few sites online to see where I can get some nice thumbnails made, because at the moment it's just me and my face, which isn't going to pull in the viewers. So I think that's going to be what we'll do. We'll get some proper artwork done, and then hopefully we can have some more viewers. We're going to try and stream some more actual proper Lee Chess tournaments, because I feel like that's going to be where people are going to come and view. They want to actually watch tournament chess. So that's going to probably be in another couple of weeks. I know the monthly tournaments have all nearly ended now for this month, but it may become June sort of time. I try and do some more of the weekly tournaments just to try and get a bit of a schedule, because I think that's what people will like. I don't think he's going to take that. I think he's going to push this pawn forward. Yep. So my dark square bishop is a little bit trapped at the moment, but play that. The way I approach 960 at the moment is purely a bit of fun. I think as I get better at it, I'll probably try and play a bit more methodically, but yes, I think there's various different ways to try and play 960. Whether to try and get yourself into positions that you are very familiar with, or whether to try and just play each position on its own merits, which I think both have their positives and their drawbacks, because there's 960 positions, and yes, there'll be similarities amongst them, but it's such a diverse way to play chess that I think trying to think about each position as it arises is just a really difficult task. Turn Zen mode off. Don't need Zen mode for this. I love that it says my comps is streaming. I love that now when I'm actually streaming, I can see that I am streaming. It just makes me feel good. And when you go on the homepage of Lichess and you see there's these other people streaming, you think, okay, now that's I'm one of those people. Yay! So yeah, I'm really enjoying streaming. Although I know at the moment it's not proven particularly popular, but that's not the point. I'm not streaming to make money out of this. I'm streaming just because I want to play more chess and share my interest and passion for chess with the wider world. Yeah, that was a mistake, because that now hangs. This is probably a done deal now, this game. Yeah, this is done. This is done. Wasn't really concentrating. Talking about my chess and my life and my passion, and I forgot to actually concentrate on the game. So yeah, I'm not going to do any of these 30 minutes for a game on stream is probably not what people are here for. Well, no one's here at the moment, are they? But I think in time I'll probably do a longer tournament. We'll have a look at the calendar after the next game and see what's around. Let's see what we can see, what we can do. Is anybody going to accept our challenge? What's this? Oh, I was going to take that 5+3 game, but somebody's accepted my challenge. I'm playing a Cucumber. Cucumber 2023. Hello, Cucumber 2023. We got it. This is a good blitz player. We have got a good blitz player amongst us. Right. Got to be on my game here. Got to think rationally. Yeah, these are all moves which I would make. Try and get the bishops into the game. He might bring one of my knights out next. Knight f6 looks so natural. That's interesting. He's going for a bit more of a central position. Let's do that. He might still play here. He really wants to. He's really ganging up on this square. Okay. Let's see. I'm a bit confused here. This pawn here is coming. I don't think it's something to be too fearful of. But let's attack. Let's fight fire with fire. Well, it's my fire first, really, isn't it? Because I'm the one going forward. Let's get bishop out into the game. And he could play pawn here, couldn't he? And this is good. Yeah. To grab quite a bit of space. In which case I've got to play bishop back here. And now he might push another pawn forward. And all of a sudden I'm just getting a bit hemmed in. So now what do we do? How do I sort of get out of here? Oh, he can just play pawn here, can't he? We've both just missed that. Right, let's move this over here then, just to prepare in case. I think what I'm going to have to do is get moving, get these two pieces out of the way. That's it. I've worked out how to select them now and not move them. That was my mistake last time. There. I'm probably going to play knight here now because that also defends that pawn. Don't think he'll play bishop there. He is going to, yeah, because I can't really take that because my bishop takes there with check. So let's just push back a little bit. I'm not terribly unhappy with this position. It's just I feel like I'm constantly behind here. Because he might play pawn here now. And pawn there, I'll probably have to go queen a5. Because I really don't want him to check. I really don't want him to take with check. Feels dangerous castling long, but I feel like that's going to have to be the way to try and start pushing everything forward on this side. But he's got so many minor pieces. My pawns are just going to get decimated if I go too quickly. I wonder if I should be trying to think about pawn here at some point. I'm not sure how I'm going to set that up. Drop back. Maybe start relocating some of these minor pieces over to the king side now. Now that I'm a little bit more set up, can I take this? I think I can. If he plays rook across, I can take the bishop. Now we begin a bit of manoeuvring. Yeah. Just silly, just letting myself get boxed in. I mean, I've got a rook and a pawn for the queen, but I don't think that's going to be enough compensation in this game. I think his pieces are very well coordinated. And it's all stemmed really out of the opening. I feel like I didn't start coordinating my pieces at all. I was going to say I didn't start until a certain move, but actually I just don't think I coordinated them at any point. So I think the way to try and solve this is to keep solid on the queen side. Exchanges may happen. I could end up with my king on this square if I'm not careful. Well, I say if I'm not careful, I've got no choice if he takes it. I mean, I am losing this game. Let's not beat around the bush. This is losing, but have I got chances to maybe hold on somehow? I mean, they're looking slim. Let's be honest. That's a good move, I think. Putting my rook there. No, it wasn't. Yeah, we'll give that up. We'll give that up. Okay. I think I'm going to call it there. I wanted to look at the calendar, didn't I? So what have we got coming up? The tournament calendar. So we've got the monthly classical arena today. Gosh, that's a long tournament, isn't it? 6 hours. Hyperbole. What's that? Oh, the classical was yesterday, wasn't it? So we've got a weekly 360 tomorrow, and then elite bullet. See, I want to try one of these elite bullet ones, but at the moment, our sons are quite excitable at bedtime, so maybe not the best time to stream. Oh, the live chess anniversary. What's this? Let's see. It's a 12-hour tournament. Wow. That is long. And 15 years of lead chess. Wow. That's amazing. What else have we got? The monthly. Yeah, the monthlies aren't right until the end of really into July, aren't they? The monthly tournaments. Oh, yearly Bullet Arena on the 14th of July. That's interesting. That is potentially very interesting. I may see if I can play that one. Let's see what else there is. What else is coming up? Not Hyper Bullet. Never Hyper Bullet. Yeah, it was still in July. Yearly Bullet, Yearly Horde. And Summer Marathon. I might stream a bit of the Summer Marathon. What day of the week is that? On the 2nd of August. I've got no idea. 2nd of August. Who knows? Okay, well, who knows? We'll definitely try and get some tournament play, and we'll move offices because although I think I'm actually pretty well lit today with my light, and I can make it. I'm going to just have a little play so I can look at this on the screen after. See if we can make it. Oops. There we go. Oh, that's very bright. But then we can actually make it. How do we make it warmer? There we go. Look at this. Wow, look at that now. Gosh, now I feel like I'm in some sort of Bond villain's lair. That's really cool. It's actually a very orange light, isn't it? Yeah, I don't like that. And we can go like that, a bit of everything. That way a bit more natural. Because the one before is all really, really white. It's white light. And that's really shiny on my forehead. Not sure I like that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you if you're watching this on playback, because there's no one here right now.